What if I told you that your thoughts are not just thoughts? That they are seeds, each one growing silently into your future reality. You're not just a passive observer in this life. You are the architect of your world. And in this video, we'll dive deep, not into surface-level wishful thinking, but into the ancient philosophical foundations behind real manifestation. Not the fluffy stuff. The true art of shaping reality through thought, intention, and disciplined presence. Because manifestation isn't magic, it's a mental discipline. Stay with me, because once you understand this, you'll never see your life the same again. Like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell if you're ready to start mastering your mind and your reality. Chapter 1. Manifestation isn't new. It's ancient before manifestation became a trendy buzzword on social media. It was a sacred principle in ancient philosophy. The Stoics, the Vedics, the Hermetics, even Plato himself whispered its truth. They all taught the same idea in different ways. Your inner world shapes your outer world. Epictetus said, "It's not events that disturb us, but our judgment about them." That judgment, your perception, is where manifestation begins. You see, manifestation is not about attracting what you want. It's about attracting what you are. Let that sink in. If your mind is chaotic, your world will be too. But if your mind is aligned, disciplined, still, focused, reality bends to meet you. Chapter 2. The first technique, clarity of intention. Most people don't manifest because they don't even know what they want. They chase vague goals. I want money. I want success. I want love. But they never define it. Here's the truth. The universe doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to clarity. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want? Why do I want it? What will it feel like to have it? Now here's where the philosophical angle comes in. In Stoicism, you don't ask for outcomes. You ask to become the kind of person who earns them. So instead of saying, I want wealth, say, I want to become disciplined, resourceful, and generous, because those traits attract wealth. Manifestation begins with identity, not desire. If that just shifted your mindset, pause and hit, like right now, it helps spread this deeper truth. Chapter 3. Visualization. More than imagination. Visualization is one of the most misunderstood techniques. People think it's just about daydreaming. Wrong. Visualization is mental rehearsal, and the mind doesn't know the difference between real and vividly imagined. The ancient Stoics used premeditatio malorum, a mental technique where they visualized the worst that could happen. Why? So they'd be unbreakable when life got hard, but you can invert this. Visualize your ideal self, not just achieving, but acting, thinking, speaking, like the version of you who already has what you desire. Your brain starts wiring itself in that direction. Modern neuroscience calls it neuroplasticity. Philosophers called it an impression, the shaping of the soul. Daily practice. Sit in silence. See your ideal self moving through life. Engage all your senses, then act accordingly. You're not pretending. You're creating a blueprint for your future self. Chapter 4. The power of stillness and why most miss it. Most people's thoughts are loud, but manifestation speaks in whispers. If your mind is constantly distracted, you cannot hear it. Here's the paradox. You don't manifest by doing more. You manifest by being more present. This is where ancient philosophy shines. From Marcus Aurelius, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Stillness isn't laziness. It's the inner silence from which true power emerges. Imagine your mind like a glass of muddy water. If you keep shaking it, nothing clears. But let it sit, and clarity comes. Meditation isn't optional. It's the foundation. Start with 5 minutes a day. Breathe, observe, do nothing. You'll be shocked at how quickly your external life starts organizing itself when your internal life is finally calm. Comment below. I choose stillness if you're committing to mastering this foundational technique. Chapter 5. Affirmation, or self-reprogramming. Affirmations are not magic mantras. They're not meant to convince the universe. They're meant to convince you. Every time you say, I am capable, or I am calm, you're rewriting the default code of your subconscious. But here's the catch. If you say, I'm wealthy, while living in scarcity, your mind rejects it. So you must create affirmations that your current self can believe. Example, not I am rich, but I am learning how to manage money wisely. I am becoming the person who creates wealth. Philosophy meets psychology here. The Stoics were not about delusion. They were about alignment between belief and behavior. Say what you want, but live like it's true. Daily ritual. Speak your affirmations aloud with intention, not boredom, and follow with action. Speak it. Become it. Chapter 6. Letting go. The final stage. Most ignore. Here's the irony of manifestation. The moment you cling too tightly, you repel what you desire. Because desperation equals resistance. Ancient Eastern philosophy knew this. Taoism speaks of wu wei, effortless action. The more you force, the more you fail. Even the Stoics taught to act with purpose, then surrender the outcome. So here's the technique. Do the work. Plant the seed, then let go. Like a bird you've raised, release it into the sky. If it's meant to land, it will. And here's the deep truth. Letting go is not about apathy. It's about trust. Trusting your preparation. Trusting your intention. Trusting that your inner work will manifest in outer results at the right time. Write this down. I detach from outcomes. I trust the process. Pause the video and comment, I let go, to anchor this truth. Chapter 7. The philosophical law of alignment. Forget the law of attraction for a second. Here's the deeper law, the law of alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony, reality has to reflect that. You don't need to chase. You don't need to beg. You simply align. Philosophy teaches this over and over. Plato, as above, so below, as within, so without. Marcus Aurelius, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The truth, you don't get what you want. You get what you're aligned with. So the question isn't, how do I manifest? The question is, who must I become for this to be natural? That's the shift. Chapter 8. 3 bonus micro techniques. Let's finish with 3 lesser-known but powerful manifestation tools. 1. Gratitude pre-scripting. Write a journal entry as if your desired outcome already happened. Use the words, I'm so grateful now that. It primes your nervous system for belief. 2. Environmental alignment. Surround yourself with images, words, and people that reflect your future self, not your past self. Your environment either anchors you or elevates you. 3. Energetic integrity. Don't just visualize wealth and then speak like a victim. Don't affirm success and then gossip or complain. Every word, every action, every choice should match your intention. That is the true discipline. This is manifestation. Let's be clear. Manifestation is not about closing your eyes and attracting things. It's about radical self-honesty, deep clarity, inner alignment, present stillness, trust in process. It is a spiritual path, a philosophical commitment, a way of being, not just a trick to get things, but a path to become someone. So, who are you becoming? If this resonated, hit that like button right now. Subscribe for more philosophy meets power content. Drop a comment, I am the creator, to claim your path. And remember, you don't need to predict the future. You just need to align your mind with it. The rest will follow.